evening. I hope you're having a wonderful Saturday evening, whether you're going out with friends or you're staying home and being with your kids while they're asleep, or reading or watching a movie or doing a workout, whatever it is. Maybe you're cleaning your house tonight. Whatever it is, glad you have joined me. As the end of the week, I wanted to come on and not only cheer you on, but also celebrate and show you how I celebrate my wins, in the hopes that you will celebrate more of your wins. The more we celebrate our wins, the more wins we have. And we are going to talk about what wins I mean, how to celebrate, and all of that good stuff. So if you're just joining me, I'm Dr. Glenna. And if you're watching me live or watching the replay, thank you for joining me. I'm a naturopathic doctor and I'm a mother of 3. And I'm the creator of a clean eating program, Optimal Health, and also a one-on-one coaching program, Elite Health. It's a 5-month package where I work with women one-on-one. So let's chat about our wins. So for me, looking back, this is Saturday, and it's a great time to look back at the week and look at the wins I've had. Basically, a win for me is something I've done that will support one of my goals, one of my short-term goals or one of my long-term goals. So for me, I look back and went, great. I went for one run this week and I worked out once. Think that's it. There could have been a third one in there. It was a busy week, but I definitely went for a nice run with some friends, which I really enjoyed. And that was earlier in the week. And unfortunately, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, I didn't get any workouts in. It was busy. And I chose little windows to spend more time with my kids because I was away the weekend before. But today I got in a little workout, like a core workout, squats, all of those good things. So that was one win for me. Okay. So I look at that and went, great. 2 workouts this week that are getting you closer to your goal. And one of my goals is just to get stronger. The second win for me was having a family day. Yesterday, there was no school in the community where I'm from. So I decided, I think it was Tuesday, after I got back from a weekend work trip, I said, we're having a family day. We can do this. And little things came up, but we still carved out the middle of the day to just be with the kids. And when I tell my kids something, I do it purposely so that I will commit and stick with it. So we had a great day. Went to a beach in Inverness, close to where I'm from, and we picked beach glass, and it was super fun. So that was great. And then I spent the rest of the day just hanging around with them outside. So that was my second win, because times can get busy. And when you're a working mom and an entrepreneur, you don't always get those family times. You know, weekends sometimes aren't work free. So that was my second win. The third win I had this week that I'm super proud of and I'm trying to incorporate more and more is not to push myself when I'm tired. So a few times that I wanted to get something done because I love my work. I love what I do. So there was one thing I wanted to do and I thought, I really want to get this done. But I was like, you're tired. So I'm trying to get out of that mindset or get into the mindset where, and I think I am pretty much there now because I don't push myself during those times when I'm tired, unless I have to, unless I promise something to somebody, etc. But it was one evening and I thought, what kind of work am I going to produce? How good is this work going to be if I'm tired and I feel like I might be getting a cold and just got back from a work trip? Really, if I do this project tomorrow evening or 3 or 4 days down the road when I have time during the day, the work I produce is going to serve people so much better if I'm coming from a rested place. So that was my third win. So I didn't touch it, didn't even look at my work that evening. Even though the desire to finish the project was there, I thought, no, my health is more important and how I show up the next morning for my kids. So those are my 3 wins. I would absolutely love to hear, if you want to type in the comments below, one of your wins. And again, a win is something, a behavior or thought or an action that you've done, something you've done this week that was a step closer to your goal. So every decision we make, every habit we have, it's either kind of a step towards one of our goals or a step away from one of our goals. So an example could be you went to sleep at 10:30 and you're trying to get to sleep at 10:30 so that you become a more rested person, happier person. Another one might be that you're trying to not have sweets at nighttime. So maybe a couple nights this week, you grabbed an apple instead. Maybe you're trying to get more active, for example. You're trying to walk every single day. Maybe you walked 4 times this week and you didn't get your 7. To me, look at that like I had a win this week. Don't look at I didn't walk 7 days a week. Look at I walked 4 days a week. Those 4 days I did something that brought me closer to my goal. Because when we have our goals to keep us moving forward and to motivate us, not so that they are 100%, so that we have to basically ace that goal. Doesn't work like that. Hi, Lorraine. Thanks for joining me. And anybody say hi if you want, if you're joining me live right now. And feel free to share with us one of your wins this week. Could have been anything. Could have been like not eating out this week, or only having 1 or 2 coffee a day, down from your 3 or 4. The more you celebrate your wins, the more wins you will have. Because when you celebrate that win, and maybe you treat yourself to something, or you buy yourself something little, or whatever it is, or if you're exercising, you give yourself a day off, whatever that is celebrating is for you, or you have a nice warm bath. So when you celebrate your wins, you kind of go into this parasympathetic, really nice state. Hi, Judy. And that enforces and reinforces, yeah, that's how I want to feel. So you're going to go after more of those wins to get that nice feeling, relaxed. You feel like you had a win. You're not in fight or flight. So when I think about the 3 wins that I mentioned, 1, I worked out and I went running this week. 2, I had a family day and I stuck to it. 3, I didn't push myself past exhaustion. Like when I was tired and I didn't have to do that work project, I could put it off. I put it off, recognizing that I was in a place of fatigue, and relaxed that evening, went to bed on time, etc., rather than pushing myself to finish something so that I could kind of get that adrenaline rush, really, that I got it checked off. Instead, I pulled myself back and thought, wait a second, I really don't need to finish that project. Nobody knows that project is coming. I'm the only one that's given myself that deadline. So those were my 3 wins. And the more you practice that, so the more I practice that, of not pushing myself when I don't have to, the more it'll become a habit for me to check in and go, no, don't really need to do that now. Getting rest and waking up tomorrow morning and being rested when the kids kind of poke me on the shoulder and wake me up, that's going to be my norm the more I practice it. So for something like a family day, I loved it. It was great. That's going to reinforce it even more. And my kids will probably bug me for it even more, which is awesome. So the more you do it, the more you'll get it. And when you get into that feeling of, yeah, I did that. Maybe you went for a walk 4 nights this week. You can look back now, and you might have not did it 7 nights, but look back and go, I went for a walk 4 nights this week. You will automatically just sit back and go, that was great. And you're going to get this feeling. You're going to get more endorphins. You're going to get more serotonin, all these good neurotransmitters and hormones to make you feel relaxed. And when we're in that state, that's not when we're going to stress and go for sugar. That's not when we're going to go to our bad habits. That's where we're going to be able to make really good choices. So it's more when I'll use that same example. If you wanted to walk 7 days this week and you only got 4, if you beat yourself up and say, why didn't I go those 7 days? Really, I could have went that night. I was tired. I could have went in the rain. I could have squeezed it in that day. You're going right into sympathetic. You're going into fight or flight. When we do that, we go into stress mode. When we go into stress mode, lots of things happen besides high blood pressure, high blood sugar, which then causes inflammation. When we're in that state, we're more likely, our brain is to say, you're under stress. Get something to eat. Get something to eat. It's not safe. You're going to starve, right? Don't sleep. You're in the state of stress. The bear's chasing you. So the more we're in that state of stress, the more we're going to make not so good decisions either. When we're in a parasympathetic, relaxed state, we make way better decisions, clear thinking decisions. And that's what we want to reinforce. So I challenge you tonight, think about 3 wins that you've had for this week. So think about 3 things that you've done that would be a step towards a goal you have. You might not even consciously have made that goal of getting to sleep on time. Say you're just subconsciously trying, I should get to bed. I should get to bed earlier. Well, that's a goal. So how many nights this week did you get to bed on a good time? Or I don't want to be looking at my phone laying in bed at 11 o'clock at night. Maybe that's it. So if that's what it is, how many nights were you able to just read in bed, relax, maybe talk to your partner and go to sleep? Whatever it is, I want you to come up with 3 of your wins this week. And I promise you, you are more likely to have those wins again next week and even more. So feel free if you want to comment and share that with us. I would love to hear your wins either now or later. And the reason why I like to talk about wins and the mindset piece of it is because after 15 years of practice, I know the real kind of magic in healing. And when I see people really turn and transform their health around, the mindset has shifted. When somebody comes in and I'm doing a one-on-one with somebody, they don't heal. They don't reach their health goals. They don't get rid of their insomnia. They don't lose that weight. We can't get rid of the inflammation and the arthritis pain unless the mindset has shifted somehow. And usually that's because the stress goes down and then the behavior improves. But the first thing is the mind shift goes. And I also know when someone comes in and they're open and they're looking at what they can change, I know they're probably going to change it and we're going to get somewheres. But when somebody comes in and is absolutely not my fault, this was in my genes, what can you do for me? It's going to be a tough one. I first have to somehow get that mindset shift so that they're open to lifestyle modifications, open to looking at maybe there's a way they can improve their diet, improve their sleep habits, improve the stress they're carrying around all day. So then we can help their immune system not turn off, but become normalized and not be overreactive anymore. Then I know that irritable bowel can settle down when the brain isn't saying, oh, I'm in danger, etc. So that's why I talk about mindset, because we do need certain mindset shifts to be able to heal. And our physical health is absolutely a result of our mental health, and our mental health is the result of our emotional, spiritual health. So and that's why I became a naturopathic doctor. When I wanted, and I knew the physical health, you can't just look at someone's physical body and ignore what's going on in their life or their mental, emotional state. You've got to blend all 3. So a step like this is asking you to celebrate 3 wins you had this week. That is working on the mental. That's working on the mindset, switching it and looking at the good stuff you did this week rather than the bad. I could sit here and talk about 50 things I did that maybe weren't with my goals, but I'm not even going to focus on those because I want to look at the 3 wins I had so I can have more of those. So Lorraine, let's look. Water quota met every day. Awesome. That's a big one. 7 hours of sleep, walk daily, and made my creations. Really good. 3 days. Awesome. Thank you for sharing that. You're right. One thing is to be able to open mindset and to accept that our physical health really is our responsibility and we do create our life. So that's a big one to swallow. But if we can start to work at that, and it's not going to be like that, it's going to help your physical health. I've seen it for 15 years in my practice. It's very much tied. When I see healthy, thriving 90-year-olds in my practice, I look at why are they healthy and thriving and have had no chronic illness. Absolutely every single one of them takes responsibility for their own health and doesn't say, what can you do for me? They say, what can I do to get rid of this issue? So I wanted to share that with you because it's something definitely that the more we can work at, and we will always work at it, but the better and better we get, the more our physical health will benefit for sure. So that is why I became a naturopathic doctor, because I love connecting with people. I love listening to people, and I love kind of getting to the root cause of their health issues. It's also why in my one-on-one elite health coaching package, I do the meal plan. The meal plan is included, but I love the coaching part. I love the support, the bi-weekly support I give my elite health clients, because the support and check-in and guidance is absolutely important, because that's where we can get the mindset changing. So take a peek at that. I'll put the link below here. Right now, take a peek. If you want to jump on a chat with me sometime to discuss it, we can definitely do that, because it's a 5-month one-on-one. So I want to know when somebody's committing to that they are ready. They're ready to have some fun. They're ready to do some coaching and get to the really the root cause of whatever health issue. Maybe it's their weight, maybe it's their sleep, maybe they self-sabotage themselves with diet or lifestyle or behaviors or staying up late or just not being confident and comfortable in their body. Whatever it is, that's my passion. So thank you so much for being here. And if you want to share your wins for the week, do. And it was very much fun to share my wins for this week. So I will be on either tomorrow or the next day because I have a little bit of some fun news to share with you guys. So take care and have a wonderful sleep tonight. Bye-bye.